Hello, this is Captain Bowman. I have officially quit Yu-Gi-Oh! And I started playing Magic a while back, and I am going to show you my Golgari slash Simic deck box. I'm going to show you my Golgari slash Simic. And there are a few cards you might want to add here, but I'm just going to show you what I have so far. This deck will be updated through time since this is my main deck. So let's get the party started. I have Dissolve to cancel the big spells out there. Gift of Orzhova for the +1/+1, the flying, and the lifelink. There's a swamp. I have Mark of the Vampire for lifelink. The Golgari Guildmaster, Gerard Golgari Lichlord, because with Simic his effect can actually help me win games without attacking, if I can keep him on the field long enough or bring him out at the right time. I have at the time one Night Veil Spectre. I have one Dregmanga to just get out there and start building up defenses early. Hassania the Cruel to, if I keep her long in the field enough, I only bring her out when I have enough mana to activate the monstrosity effect. Or I could just activate another spell that just gives it +1/+1 counters. But yeah, I have a Lotless Troll to get the scavenge cards out there early. Another Dissolve, an Island, Guildgate. I have Consuming Apparition because this is also another way to win the game when I'm using this deck, because I can just give it hexproof and just keep on activating cards, and I could just mull my opponent to death. Miracle Vosk, I do plan on switching him out though. I don't know what to switch him out for, but he is a very good card nonetheless. A Transguild Promenade, because when you're in triple color, you might want to use like every color that you have available to you. I have one Golgari Decoy. This is for when I'm using Vraska, and all creatures able to block Golgari Decoy do so. So I just tap with her, swing with a token, and that's it. Another Golgari Guildgate. Deadbridge Alliance, because it is a 4-drop for a 5/5, and I can scavenge to put 5 tokens onto another creature I control. And Elusive Crisis, give it hexproof and forced adaptation, and this thing will eventually win the game in a minimum of 5 turns. Keepsake Gorgon, just for the easy monstrosity ability and get something out the way. My favorite card of the game, Doomblade. Reaper of the Wilds, because it is a really boss card. Like, when you think about it, really, just tap 2 for hexproof, tap 1 for death touch, and whenever another creature dies, you can just scry 1. So just Doomblade 1 creature, and then you can just scry 1 to see what your next card would be. A counter, just to start having my opponent waste mana. Whip of Erebos for the boss effect of lifelink, and I can bring one of my other creatures back and automatically give it haste. A Flesh and Blood. I just really activate flesh, but if I do have like Transguild Promenade or Dark Steel Ingot, then I might activate blood, but I don't really activate it. I just focus on flesh, because I can exile something from, I basically make a card in the graveyard have a scavenge ability. I have a Negate to counter like something that will counter me. A Corpse Jack Menace. That's pretty much the booster for the Simic part, but it's otherwise the boss card. Force Adaptation, I only have 1 in here, but I might be adding more just in case. Island. I have Defend the Hearth in case, well, it pretty much says it all itself. I have a Slitherhead. and it's a pretty adorable creature, but it can get pretty annoying when I have my keepsake Gorgon on the field and I just need it. Underworld Connections, I just recently added this card, and pay 1 life, draw a card. It's when like my hand is not really going anywhere, so I just use it just in case. Deadbridge Chant, this card is more of a gamble card because like suppose like I put it onto the field and then they destroy it. So I mean, if you want to activate it, you might want to keep that like steady. Renegade Krasis, I'm not really feeling him though, but evolve whenever he evolves, put a +1/+1 on each other creature you control with a +1/+1 counter. So if Hythania the Cruel just happens to have one, then you can just, or like, yeah, any other thing. I also have Centaur Battlemaster, Heroic. Give it Hexproof and he'll say, okay, I'll become a 6/6 now. Make it unblockable and it becomes a 9/9 and so forth and so forth. Especially when you have lifelink on the field, it's a really boss card. Clay Cover Scout, give it Forced Adaptation and you pretty much win. Alpha Authority, this is my main card for Hexproof. I might be going to 4. Mind Static. Oh my gosh, this card is just so like, it's basically saying why not. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 6 mana. That's one way to have their turn end early. Vraska, this is like, I just mainly use it for -3 or -7 ability. Destroy target non-land permanent. Needs to get a planeswalker out the way. Fade into Antiquity. Exile target artifact or enchantment. Unexpected results. This is when my hand is kind of stiff and I really could use a creature right now. So I just take a gamble with it, and if I get a land card, I get to try again later. Putrefy to just start making early moves in the game. Darksteel Ingot. Indestructible. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. And I gotta say, like, that card has not failed to do its job whatsoever. Another Flesh and Blood, as you can see. Another Doomblade. Rogue's Passage. Add 1 to your mana pool. Target creatures unblockable this turn. Use that when you have something that's going to kill the opponent instantly, and you pretty much win the game. Now, I think this is more the Simic cards in here. I'm not really sure. Fathomage, tap, add green mana to your mana pool. You could tell them a +1/+1 counters on Gyre Sage. So you might want to get the +1/+1 counters up. I can deck test provide, and especially with Gyre Sage if you want to lead features. Add mana, you need to attack. There's a while your big crease. Reaper Wilds. Yeah, an evolution. This is some urban creature, and like when I need to play another creatures, I draw to play a creature 3 turns, and I get to land if creature with another alpha turns ready. Another cancel authority and mage, another cancel, and like fast and really blush because a card mage just and I play it to draw dashing card. I have it either for round, just use it for just to so I can reach. I just have a early block to get it off the fin. That use it for is a gold and deck. That is my Golgari. One thing I deck is what it need. Do you know that this is a creation missing though? If is that it's a death also demon thoughts any will buy and it could in my views a few times. Jesus, I will those. Thank you for available time. I'll have more anyways. Short watching. If you all have videos holidays, and I hope and out. Have a nice